Now joining us online is Falcons fourth-round pick, Mr. Devondre Campbell from Minnesota. Devondre, how does it feel to know you now have a chance to play in the National Football League?
Man, it's a dream come true. 5 years ago, I didn't even know if I was going to even be in college, to be honest. And sitting here 5 years later, and I'm a fourth round draft pick for what I'm saying, one of the better franchises in history. And I'm from the same hometown as Dion, so going to the Falcons, I feel like I got a lot of weight on my back right now that I got to hold up.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. Talk about, let the Falcons fans know exactly who Devondre is and what type of player they're getting when he gets here to the Falcons organization.
With me, you getting a player that's very versatile. I can play all three linebacker positions. I can rush the passer. I can guard tight ends. I can guard running backs. I've even guarded slot receivers before. You're getting somebody that wants to be the best at what he does. You're getting a hard worker because working hard is something that you can't teach. It's got to be something that's internal, something that's within you. So that's what you getting when you drafted me.
That's awesome, man. Well, what are some of the other attributes? Because we talk to the staff, they talk about your length, they talk about your speed. Uh, Tell the fans something else that that they probably won't know until you get here about the type of ability that you have that's going to translate to this level in the National Football League.
I'm a smart player. I graduated. I have 2 college degrees. So I feel like that's a very underrated aspect of the game is being smart because what happens when that athleticism goes away and you get in the later stages of your career. That's when the mental aspect comes into it of knowing what your assignment is, knowing, your opponent and knowing where to be and when to be there and how to put yourself in that position. I feel like that's a very underrated aspect of my game, and that's something that, is going to come to light once I get to Atlanta.
Great, great. I think the fans would be really interested to know you're a academic Big Ten. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man. How do you feel coming into an organization with a coach like Dan Quinn, who is all about being fast and physical, and you fit that mode? How does it feel to have a guy like Dan Quinn, who's a defensive-minded coach, to be your head coach to come in here and play in his system?
I'm a big fan of Dan Quinn. I knew a lot about him even before I came to Atlanta about a week and a half ago on a visit. He was the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks when they won their Super Bowl. And, in Minnesota, we based a lot of our defense off of Seattle's defense. And, so I knew a lot about Dan Quinn before. And I'm a very big fan of how he plays defense and being a defensive-minded coach. That doesn't help. I mean, that doesn't hurt either.
Awesome, awesome. Do you think you find yourself being a guy who you enjoy being a pass rusher, or would you prefer being a guy who can sit back and just attack people, or you just feel like your all around game is really what makes you who you are?
I think my all-around game is what defines me, but, I spent a lot of time with Chuck Smith in this offseason, who's an Atlanta native,
Hmm.
and I've been actually working on my pass rushing and trying to develop that part of my game because I feel like it's something that I can be very dominant in. And we live in a pass-happy league now, especially in the NFC South. You got Drew Brees, you got Cam Newton, and you got Jameis Winston. You got guys who can throw the ball, so being able to rush the passer is very important in today's league.
Well, Devondre, I think the Falcons fans are going to be pretty excited when they get to hear from you and see the kind of talent that you have coming from Hudson Community College all the way to Minnesota now to a fourth-round pick of the Atlanta Falcons. Man, I think everybody's excited to have you, and the staff is extremely excited to have you. So congratulations. Go have some more fun with your family, but congratulations on being an Atlanta Falcon, my man.
Thank you. I'm excited, man. I'm proud to be an Atlanta Falcon. I'm proud to be a part of this organization, and I really can't wait to get to work.
All right, Devondre. Congratulations, man. We'll talk
Thank
to
you.
you soon.
Thank you.